Thank you for being here. Welcome to your Wednesday practice. Today we'll practice heart-opening postures followed by meditation practice on metta, loving kindness. Find a comfortable, easy seat to arrive. This week we are exploring the first Yama of Patanjali's 8-limbed path of yoga. The first Yama is Ahimsa Non-Harm, and each day I've shared a different little aspect of it. There are so many ways we can look at everything in life, right? So far we've considered Ahimsa in the form of not causing physical harm during our yoga exercise practice. Yesterday we discussed not having harmful thoughts towards ourselves, and today with metta, loving kindness, we'll kind of flip the idea of ahimsa into one of cultivating kindness, friendliness, and thoughtful consideration of other people and things. Finding your easy seat, allow yourself a breath or two. Welcome, welcome. Noticing what's here as you arrive in stillness. Knowing that we will be working with metta, loving kindness, you might draw your awareness to your heart center. Maybe you breathe a little lift into the heart space, sitting tall. If you'd like to chant Om, you can draw your hands together in front of your heart, inhaling deeply to create this vibration of sound. Release your hands, and let's make our way onto our spine for a few slow, full breaths in a supported back bend. So if you have a favorite back bend already, you're welcome to do that. I'll cue us to use a folded blanket, or if you have a pillow nearby, you could also use that. A little bit more lift then. So we'll recline on the spine, opening the arms out wide. Keeping the knees bent, feet planted will be a more gentle experience for most of us. You could also send your legs long. So doing what feels right. If you start to settle in and it feels like too much or not enough, then adjust yourself. And then let yourself start settling in, softening in for about 5 to 8 slow, full breaths. So our shoulders are able to soften and relax, whether it's on a pillow or if you've got the blanket folded and just under the shoulder blades, let them start softening down. With the help of our props, perhaps you are in this reclined, supported back bend, and you can imagine your next inhale coming right to the center of your heart space, expanding it. And when you exhale, you might imagine breathing out through that heart space. When you come to your next breath, you might notice the sides and the back of your heart space. How those areas also expand. And how they soften as you exhale at your own pace. Keeping the face, the jaw, the neck soft, relaxed. Shoulders, arms, everything softening as you breathe. Reading from TKV Desikachar's The Heart of Yoga book. The word himsa means injustice or cruelty, but ahimsa is more than simply the absence of himsa. Ahimsa is more than just a lack of violence. It means kindness, friendliness, and thoughtful consideration of other people. We must exercise judgment when thinking about ahimsa. It does not necessarily imply that we should not eat meat or fish, but that we should not defend ourselves. It simply means that we must always behave with consideration and attention to others. Ahimsa also means acting in kindness towards ourselves. Should we as vegetarians find ourselves in a situation where there is only meat to eat, is it better to starve to death than to eat what is there? If we still have something to do in this life, such as family, responsibilities, then we should avoid doing anything that may cause harm or prevent us from carrying out our duties. The answer in this situation is clear. It would show a lack of consideration and arrogance to become stuck on our principles. So ahimsa has to do with our duties and responsibilities too. It could even mean that we must fight if our life is in danger. In every situation, we should adopt a considered attitude. That is the meaning of ahimsa. We cultivate kindness, friendliness, and thoughtful consideration. One more breath in your supported back bend. And as you're ready, release this by rolling onto one side and pressing yourself up. You can set your props out of the way and make your way into tabletop Varmanasana. Arriving in tabletop, when you're ready, start flexing your spine through cow and cat. You might close your eyes as you make this movement, and you might keep your awareness on your heart space. Notice the shoulder blades sliding over the rib cage, like a gate opening and closing, revealing the heart towards the sky on your exhale, and gliding over the back heart space on your inhale. As you're ready, come back to a neutral spine. If you'd like, put a block between your upper thighs, giving your hips and lower body a little stability. Keep your hips directly over your knees and walk your hands forward. I like to bring my hands out as wide as the edges of the mat also. Anahatasana, heart-melting pose or extended puppy pose. If your head doesn't reach the mat here, you could also bring a block under your forehead. Keep a gentle engagement through your abdominal muscles so we're not swaying into the low back. Deep stretch of the shoulders, the pectoral muscles. You can stay exactly as you are if this is really hitting the spot, or core engaged. Lift your torso, bring your hands back under your shoulders, and we'll thread the needle. So on an inhale, reach your right hand to the sky. Stay for a breath or two. Notice the left hand. Can you grip with your left fingertips? A little bit more. One more big breath. And on your exhale, thread the needle. Right arm weaving under the left, right shoulder towards the center of the mat. Breathe deeply. If you prefer to move, then you're welcome to lift up with every inhale, reaching the right hand to the sky, and thread with every exhale. Just a couple more breaths. As you're ready, return to tabletop. Anchor into your right fingertips, the inner line of your right hand. Lift your left hand to the sky. And on an exhale, thread the needle. Left shoulder towards the center of the mat, staying as you are, or perhaps moving with it Inhaling to unwind and reach. Exhaling to thread. A few more breaths. Moving gently, kindly, without causing harm. And as you're ready, unwind, return your left hand to the earth. If the block is between your thighs, let's keep it there for just another minute as we tuck our toes. Inhale, exhale, lift the hips towards the sky, melt your heart back towards your thighs, downward facing dog. Squeezing the block between your thighs might help you imagine the internal rotation of the femur in the hip socket. So the inner thighs spiraling towards each other and back behind you. Heart melting back towards your thighs, head hanging heavy. Breath full. Push the ground away so that your shoulders extend, hips lift towards the sky. You can stay in downward facing dog, or if you prefer to explore dolphin pose, lower your forearms to the earth, keeping elbows, forearms, hands all shoulder distance apart, melting your heart back towards your thighs. Another breath or two, whether you're in dolphin or downward facing dog. And as you're ready, we'll all lower our knees, remove the block if it has been between our legs. Send your hips back. Find child's pose. You might go easy on your shoulders by bending your arms and resting your head on your hands, or bringing your hands back by your feet. Knowing that you're welcome to stay in child's pose as long as you'd like. Option to rise back up through tabletop. Tuck your toes, big breath in. On your breath out, lift your hips, slide your heart back towards your thighs. Downward facing dog for a breath or two, head hanging heavy. On an inhale, look forward between your hands. On an exhale, step yourself to the top of the mat. Uttanasana, forward fold. Option to clasp your hands behind your back. Roll your shoulders back and towards each other. Maybe you lift your knuckles towards the sky and imagine someone lovingly lifting your arms, lifting your hands to the sky. You could look side to side. Open and close the jaw. If your hands are interlaced behind your back, let's switch the interlacing of the hands, switching the fingers around. Another breath or two. Keeping the hands interlaced. On an inhale, press into your feet, rise up with a long spine. Crown lifts towards the sky. Tailbone anchors down as the heart lifts. Exhale, release your hands. Stand for a moment in Tadasana, mountain pose. On your inhale, reach to the sky. On your exhale, slow swan dive forward, leading with the heart. Hands touch down, step your right foot way back in space. You could lower the right knee or keep it lifted. Hands can stay on the earth or reach up to the sky. Option here to bring your arms into goddess pose, arms like a cactus, or to bring your hands back behind you, again interlacing the fingers. Let's do right thumb on top, rolling the shoulders together and down. Lengthen your low spine. That might mean a little bend comes into your back leg. That's fine. Maybe you sink a little lower in your front leg. Maybe you lift your heart a little more. Keep the breath full. If this is too difficult, you can always lower the knee if it's been lifted. You can release the hands. If you need a little more balance support through your arms. Another breath wherever you're going with it. And as you're ready, release your hands to the earth. Step yourself into plank pose. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Just a breath here. On your next inhale, lift the right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Option here to stack the right hip on top of the left, lifting the knee towards the sky. You could look forward between your hands to help keep your shoulders more neutral. You might try to actively lower your right shoulder. You might imagine reaching your right toes towards your left shoulder, like you could tap yourself on the back. As you're ready, return the right leg long. Inhaling, we all look forward. Exhale, come forward into plank, right knee reaching towards your nose. One breath like this. And on an exhale, step or swing your right foot to the top of the mat. Lower your left knee or keep it lifted. Yogi's choice, hands on the earth or reaching up. Option to take heart openers by bringing goalposts, cactus arms, or interlacing your hands behind your back. Left thumb on top this time in Yoga Mudra. Breathing deeply, lengthening the low back, keeping the breath full, the heart lifted. Absolute focus here. Another breath or two. Getting what you need in this moment. As you're ready, on an exhale, release your hands to the earth. Planting your hands, step yourself back into plank for a breath. Exhale, downward facing dog, heart melting back towards the thighs. Shake the head out if that feels good. On an inhale, lift your left leg to the sky, three-legged dog, heart melting back. Heel and toes lifting to the sky. Maybe you bend your knee and stack your left hip on top of the right. Finding more of a back bend shape here. Left toes reaching towards the back of the right shoulder. You could look forward between your hands to help you drop the left shoulder, keeping shoulders more neutral. Breathe wherever you are. Extend the left leg long. Inhale, looking forward between your thumbs. Exhale, come forward into plank, left knee towards your nose, push the ground away, one more breath. And exhale, step the left foot to the top of the mat. Inhale, preparing to step forward. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Hang heavy here for a moment. You could shake out the head, maybe nod the head. Option to grab a block again, putting it between your upper thighs. On an inhale, rise all the way up, long spine, reaching to the sky. Exhale, hands to your heart. And then slide your hands into your imaginary back pockets. Maybe you have back pockets. So lengthen the low back here. Dropping the tailbone, imagine lifting your front hip points towards your heart, engaging your abdominal muscles. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Inner elbows draw together. Press your hips forward. Lift your heart. You can keep your chin relatively towards your chest if that feels best. Maybe you lift your chin any amount. Finding a standing back bend. Keep squeezing the block, lengthening your low back. lifting your heart with every breath. And come back to neutral as you breathe. Draw circles with your wrists. Take the circles the other direction. You're welcome to repeat what we just did, or if you'd like to explore Uttanasana camel pose, then we'll come down to our knees. I know I like to add a blanket under my knees for a little cushion. And I like to keep the block between my thighs. That helps us engage our lower body. So we've got adduction and isometric contraction happening to support us. This, like every pose, it's important to only go as far as feels good to you. If you have deeper back bends in your practice, you're welcome to explore those. Keep in mind, though, it's early and it's only a 30-minute practice, so we have nothing to prove. We don't have to go too far. So let's all tuck our toes. Toby's watching. Hands to the imaginary back pockets again. Slide your low spine long. Engage your core as you press your hips forward. Pushing your hips forward, your heart lifts towards the sky. Inner elbows drawing together, so shoulder blades still sliding together. Breathe here. Perhaps you look up. Maybe you release your hands and your fingertips find your heels. If you make contact with your feet or ankles, then again, we press our hips forward. Only going as far as feels good today. Remembering we're practicing non-harm towards ourselves. From wherever you have taken this camel pose, breathe deeply as you come back to stand neutrally on your knees. If the block is between your thighs, let's shift it back between our ankles and take a seat on it. Pausing for a moment, so anytime we do back bends, you'll remember that we never fold forward, so don't come into child's pose, even though it might sound really yummy right now. We'll do that later. Our spinal discs, think of it like a jelly donut. And when we do back bends, we squeeze all of the jelly to one side. And we want to give it time to ooze back to neutral. On an inhale, reach up. On an exhale, gentle twist to your right. Twists can help us neutralize. This helps us avoid bulging discs. Sounds like a good idea, right? On your next inhale, come through center, reach up. Exhale, gentle twist to your left. Inhale, back to center, reach up. Exhale, lower your arms. Let's stand on our knees again for Dhanurasana, half wheel. Ardha Mandalasana, my apologies. So standing on your knees, if you like to use the blocks, then we'll set them off to the back sides, either side. Send your right leg long, hands to hips, lengthen your low back and imagine shifting your pelvis towards your bent knee. Keep the connection to your right foot, especially the pinky side edge. On an inhale, reach your arms up. And on an exhale, cartwheel your arms so that the left hand comes down to the block, back, behind you, or to the mat. Reach your right arm up overhead as your right foot stays connected to the ground. And press your hips forward, open your heart. Maybe you draw a big circle with your top arm. Another big breath, full stretch. And as you're ready, inhale, cartwheel yourself up, reach up. Exhale, fold over your long leg. Asana gate pose, pressing the hips forward. Still lifted through the heart. Inhale. Exhale, release. Carefully draw your right leg in and send your left leg long. Hands to hips. Imagine lengthening your low back and shifting your pelvis towards your bent knee. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, cartwheel your arms so the right hand touches down on the ground or block. As you settle in, press your hips forward. Stretch your torso. Maybe you draw big circles with your top arm if that movement feels right. Breath full wherever you're taking Ardha Mandalasana. Another expansive inhale. And as you're ready, breathing, cartwheel yourself up. Exhale, fold over your long leg, gate pose. Really breathe into your right side body. One more breath. And exhale, release. Let's make our way onto our spine. So if you'd like to return to a supported back bend, how we began practice, you're welcome to do that now. Otherwise, we might explore Matsyasana, fish pose. So coming onto your back, you can keep your feet wide, knees bent and knocking together, or send your legs long. Arms come down by your side, palms facing up. Scoop the palms under your seat. Draw your inner elbows together. Roll your shoulder heads under your chest. This is enough. You might stay right here. This could feel really good. Maybe lift your chin towards the sky a bit more. If you'd like to take fish pose a little deeper, press your elbows into the earth. On an inhale, press your elbows into the earth as you lift your chest. Maybe you bring the top of your head to the earth. If it's not reaching, you can either back out or you can bring a folded blanket under your head, kind of bringing the earth to you. Breathe deeply wherever you are going, remembering never a competition. Every inhale creates space in the body. Every exhale invites ease. As you're ready, on an inhale, lift your chest and head enough to untuck. Draw your chin towards your chest. Come onto your spine and pause for a moment before you take any action. So legs can be bent or long. Just pause, coming out of back bends. Give your spine a moment to recalibrate. You might notice a fullness to the breath. Bring your arms out wide like a T or a cactus. Let your legs fall to the right. Knees bent, legs fall to the right. Maybe you bring the right heel on top of the outside of the left thigh. Unhooking the legs. If you did that, bring your bent knees back through neutral. And on your exhale, let your legs fall to the left. As you settle in, option to place the left foot on top of the outside of the right thigh. And as you're ready, release that twist, coming back to neutral. So if you've been in a supported back bend the whole time, you're welcome to stay there or come into Shavasana. Sending legs and arms long, palms towards the sky. Allowing yourself full breaths in this moment. Noticing any sensations in the body, particularly in the area of the heart. Ring the bell in just a few breaths if you need to leave before meditation practice. Resting for another few cycles of breath if you have the time for meditation today. As you're ready, slowly invite movement and full breath into your body. And make your way back to an easy seat as we transition into our metta, loving kindness meditation practice. Sitting tall, keeping the eyes soft and unfocused or closed. Breathe deeply in a natural way. Think of a person or a pet who loves you very much. They could be from the past or the present, still in life or passed on. It could be a teacher. Imagine that pet or person standing on your right side, sending you their love. That person is sending you wishes for your safety, for your well-being and happiness. Feel the warm wishes and love coming from them towards you. Now bring to mind the same person or pet or another one who cherishes you deeply. Imagine them on your left side, sending you wishes for your wellness, for your health and happiness. Feel the kindness and warmth coming to you from them. Now imagine that you're surrounded on all sides by all of the people, all of the animals who love you, who have loved you. Picture all of your friends, all of your loved ones surrounding you. They're all standing and sending you wishes for your happiness, for your well-being and health. bask in the warm wishes and love coming from all sides. You are filled and overflowing with warmth and love. Now bring your awareness back to the first pet or person standing on your right side. Begin to send the love that you feel back to them. You and they are similar. Just like you, they wish to be happy. Send all your love and warm wishes to them. May you live with ease. May you be happy. May you be free from pain. May you live with ease. May you be happy. May you be free from pain. May you live with ease. May you be happy. May you be free from pain. Now focus your awareness on the person or pet standing to your left side. Begin to direct the love within you to them. Send all of your love and warmth. That person and you are alike. Just like you, they wish to have a good life. Just as I wish to, may you be safe. May you be healthy. May you live with ease and happiness. Just as I wish to, may you be safe. May you be healthy. May you live with ease and happiness. Just as I wish to, may you be safe. May you be healthy. May you live with ease and happiness. Now think of an acquaintance, someone you don't know very well and toward whom you do not have any particular feeling. This could be a cashier you see frequently at the grocery store, mail carrier, maybe a neighbor you don't really know. You and this person are alike in your wish to have a good life. Send all of your wishes for well-being to that person. Just as I wish to, may you also live with ease and happiness. Just as I wish to, may you also live with ease and happiness. Just as I wish to, may you also live with ease and happiness. Now you might bring to mind another acquaintance towards whom you feel neutral. Or perhaps today you feel open to bringing to mind someone who feels a bit challenging. Someone you feel has harmed you or harms others. If this feels too difficult, that's okay. We can return to someone we feel more neutrally about. Imagine that person in front of you. and send all of your good wishes to that person. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be free from all pain. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be free from all pain. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be free from all pain. Now expand your awareness and picture the whole globe in front of you as a little ball. Send warm wishes to all living beings on the globe who, just like you, want to be happy. Just as I wish to, may you all live with ease, happiness, and good health. Seeing the whole world just as I wish to, may you live with ease, happiness, and good health. Just as I wish to, may you live with ease, happiness, and good health. You can stay as you are for the next few breaths or moments, or if you'd like to incorporate a mudra for the end of this meditation, Shank Mudra or Shell Mudra. Lift your left hand and encircle the left thumb with the fingers of the right hand. At the same time, touch the right thumb to the extended middle finger of the left hand. So you'll notice it looks like a conch shell. Hold your hands in front of your sternum. Breathe fully. The affirmation offered with this mudra is, I use thoughts and words of strength and love, and everything that I think and speak comes back to me. Notice the state of your mind and how you feel after this metta loving kindness meditation practice. As you're ready, release the meditation practice. If you'd like to keep the Shank Mudra, this is also a nice mudra for chanting Om. So again, the left thumb is encircled by the fingers of the right hand, right thumb to the tip of the left middle finger like a conch shell, and place that over your sternum. Inhaling to chant Om. Thank you for sharing your practice.